Thumbs up from me, guys and girls. Welcome to my channel, the Real Love Festival Survival Channel. I thank God for the grace. God bless you all. Thanks for coming along to watch my video. And in today's video, it's a steak challenge actually. A few weeks ago, I was tagged by Prepared Camping, Rue. If you want to scroll down in my description, I'll give you his link and details. Rue of Prepared Camping. Actually, it's been quite a few weeks since I said to him I was going to do the video. But as a few of you know, some of you know that I broke my toe, my little toe. And that was about 4 weeks ago this Monday. And it's still a bit sort of like, sore. So I've not been able to get out. I've fallen behind with my videos. And he tagged me to do a steak challenge. So what I've got today, I've got some beef, lean, diced steak, British beef. So I'm going to be doing something with this. I have been cutting off my meat, so that's another reason. I haven't done it as soon as I was going to do it, but I've been actually trying to eat more vegetables. So anyway, going to do this steak challenge today for the mental health steak challenge. Show us your steak, and basically I've got some of that nice little chunks of beef right there, and I've got some Rowan Hill 8 plain tortilla wraps. I'm just going to do something simple today. I've got some oregano and some salt. Probably going to add a little bit of pepper. Got some lemon here as well, and a little bit of onion. Going to chop up some onion. And basically I've got one of these tins, nice and sweet and simple. Sweet corn and peppers. I do like sweet corn and peppers. Green Giant, good for you. And basically I'm going to use my Tefal frying pan today. And I'm going to use my Explore stove, my camping stove, just to show you that in the kitchen you can use your camping gear. I've actually cooked quite a few meals on this. So I'm going to start off with the onion, guys and girls, so just bear with me. Yeah, so I'm only going to use a little bit of onion, just chopped off a piece of onion right here. Just going to basically chop it in half like that and just thinly slice it. I do like onions just to give it a bit of taste. Okay, I'm not no cordon bleu chef. Just be careful with your fingers. So basically I'm just going to chop it in half again here. So that's the onions. And I'm going to get a spoon and just add a couple of spoons of this, tablespoons. Just going to make a couple of tortillas today. Actually, let me just put 3 so I can get some of those red peppers in there. Okay, and if you want, just mix it up with the onion. Okay, I'm going to saute this little mix right here. So you've got red peppers in there, sweet corn and onions. Actually, let me just touch a little dash more. Just mix it up. Okay, so that's a little veggie mix right there. Okay, so now I'm going to fire up the little stove. This is the Carrymore stove. It's called the Explore stove. Fantastic bit of kit. So what I'm going to basically do is heat up the pan. Get the pan nice and hot, and in the meantime I'm going to cut open the British beef. I'm not going to make loads, probably going to make about 2 tortillas worth, so the dogs are going to be very happy. And basically that's what it looks like, nice bits of lean diced beef. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to make a couple of bits. Now, I don't mind talking about mental health. For me personally, I think the whole world's got issues. Everyone in the world's got issues, and if anyone says they haven't, then they're lying. Basically, for me personally, I think the elite are the most craziest on the planet. The people on the ground, there's people that have got mental health. I think it's all a big money industry, big pharmacia. If you look in the dictionary, pharmacia actually means witchcraft. Well, pharmacia, yeah, if you look up the word pharmacia, I'm going to add a bit of oil, guys, to the pan. See if the pan's getting hot nicely. Just add a little touch of oil. Okay, you don't need a lot. I'm going to let it get nice and hot. As you can see, the pan's quite hot. Just going to place just turn around the oil in there. Now, I'm no chef. Let me turn the gas down actually a little touch. Fantastic stove. Yeah, that's nice and good. So let me just add these pieces. Yeah, if you check out the dictionary, Pharmakia means witchcraft. And just add a few more bits of this meat in there. Looks actually quite delicious. But like I was saying, I'm coming off meat slowly. So I've been eating a lot more vegetables. Yeah, Pharmakia, look in the dictionary. Basically it means witchcraft. So yeah, as I was saying, a few years back, I actually said to the doctor, I think I've got PTSD and post-traumatic stress disorder. And I think, you know, it wasn't the doctors that said it, it was me, because I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, domestic. I'm not scared to talk about it. I think that'll do for about 2 tortillas. Maybe add a bit more meat there. Okay, the dogs are going to be pleased. What's left over here is going to go to Sam and CJ. Let me just get a little spoon, wooden spoon. So yeah, basically like I was saying, I said to my doctor, I think I've got post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, when I was a child I used to play football a lot, and I was the kind of guy that when I got fouled and I went down, I'd just get straight back up again and say, come on, let's get on with it. So I wasn't the type of guy to sort of linger on pain. So throughout my lifetime I've kind of built up quite a high pain tolerance. So what am I going on about? Yeah, back to mental health. So I told the doctor, I think I've got PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, because, you know, when I was a child, my mum and dad divorced, and they both got remarried, and, you know, trying to keep the story short, me and my brother were like furniture, passed around, and as you can see, the steak is browning nicely there, and yeah, we was passed around from, you know, we used to go and visit our dad, and we were with my mum, and we was sad anyway because of the divorce, very hard, you know, because you want your dad to be there. So that was really the beginning of my problems in my life, and, you know, it was hard enough getting your mum and dad getting divorced, and what happened was they both got remarried again, and my stepfather turned out to be a bit of a, you know, he had issues, like I was saying, we've all got issues, and there was quite a lot of domestic violence in my household. The police came so many times, I can't remember how many times, and so yeah, that was one issue. The stepfather was quite hard, you know, who's this guy in the house, we want our own dad, and we had this stepfather as well trying to dictate, and actually on one occasion, just because I didn't eat beans, I hated beans when I was young, not baked beans, but this type of big beans, white beans, can't remember what they call it at the moment, and basically he beat me so that I ate the beans. You know, I said I don't like beans, so he beat me, forced me to eat the beans. So I've been through quite a lot of things in the childhood, and I'm not scared to talk about it. A lot of men today can't talk about issues, but I don't have no fear in talking about issues. Let me turn the heat up actually. Okay. So, what I'm going to do at this stage, I'm going to actually add some oregano. I've got fresh oregano from Greece, so I do like oregano. Just going to put that in there, a couple of pinches. Really gives it a nice flavour. And that's oregano right there, fresh oregano from Greece. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of pepper in there. This is ground black pepper, and I think my dog CJ just going to put a little sprinkle of that in there. As you can see, I do like my meat well done. So yeah, my dad also got remarried, and my stepmother pretty much didn't want us around. So, you know, we had domestic violence in my mum's house with the stepdad, police coming and going. Went into the battered wives' homes a few times, which wasn't nice. You're in a room with a lady with her kids and another lady. There's about 3 different families in one room, and we're all kind of looking at each other, looking like, you know, right, I don't want to burn this, but at the same time I want it to be nice and cooked, right guys and girls. So yeah, the stepmother basically didn't want us around either. I'm going to bring the heat down. My stepmother didn't want us around, so that was the beginning, like I was saying, of the trouble. And of course, you know, when you've got problems going on at home, it affects everything else. It affected my school, relationships, you know, didn't trust people. Cut a long story short, I ended up a few years back going to see a stress clinic, and that's where I said to them, I think I got PTSD. I went to see my GP actually before I went to the stress clinic. Met a couple of nice people there. There's a place in Camden, and a lot of soldiers go to this stress clinic. A lot of soldiers get PTSD. Well, it's a really, you know, the things that they see, I'm not surprised. But I've actually got C complex PTSD, which is, you know, as a child I went through a lot of traumatic experiences. Like I said, the divorce, getting battered around by the stepfather, you know, stepmother didn't want us, having problems in schools, got into fighting, got into trouble with the police, and in my relationships I couldn't trust my partners. I mean, in my life basically I just tried to get on with it. You know, I didn't want to, like I said, I was a footballer. I used to get a kick, go down, get back up again. And so basically I was like, well, I'll just get a job. When I left school, didn't get no qualifications. So when I left school, basically just went and got a job in a car wash, and just thought, well, okay, what don't kill you makes you stronger. So, you know, I got a job in a car wash, did pretty well. And of course, being a young man, you know, you want a girlfriend, you want to get a partner, and I found myself feeling vulnerable, where to the point where I felt, well, the people that I trust, I should have been able to trust the most in my life were the ones that actually hurt me. So, you know, when it came to relationships, I felt that I couldn't trust them. What I'm going to do at this point, guys and girls, I'm going to put the meat to one side, on that side actually, and then I'm going to start putting in the sweet corn and the peppers on this side. So it's just a very, very simple recipe, guys and girls. Okay, I won't say guys and girls no more. You know. So, chuck in the sweet corn and onion over this side, and while I'm here, I'm actually going to put a bit of lemon on the sweet corn and on the meat, and probably turn up the stove a bit more. Okay, so I've turned up the stove, put a bit of lemon in there, put a bit of salt on the sweet corn and pepper and onion, and on the steak, nice bit of salt. Okay, right, so where was I? So yeah, I started going to the stress clinic because I realised I had problems. But the thing is, you know, growing up I was asking myself, why am I suffering? Why am I going through what I'm going through? And to be honest, I realised, you know, the whole world's got problems. It wasn't just my family. Actually, it made me wise going through what I went through. Made me realise that the whole world's got problems. That's why I said in the beginning, the whole world's got mental health issues. The whole planet has got mental health issues. Everybody, every single person on this planet has got mental health issues. And the trouble is, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. A lot of people don't like being stigmatized, and it's not nice actually. You know, oh, you've got mental health issues. Oh, you know, you've got mental health issues. There's something wrong with you. You're a nutter. I mean, I could name a few people that are elite, royalty, for example, that are proper narcissistic nutters. You know, the globalist, the elite. These people that are satanic worshippers. You know, mutilating children, trafficking women. There's a lot of people out there that are seriously mentally ill. I mean, I'm like a baby lamb in comparison to some of the illnesses that people have got. But yeah, it opened me up to my faith. I found Jesus, God found me, and it helped me in my life because it made me realise the spiritual implications of what was going on, why are people doing what they're doing. Because they used to say, why was I born? Was I born to suffer? What did I do to anyone to, you know, what did I do to deserve what I'm going through? So a lot of people ask the same question. But yeah, you know, so I've had domestic stuff in my life, went through a lot of traumatic stuff, beaten up by the stepfather. I won't go into it at the moment. Perhaps in the future I might talk about more of my life. But yeah, today is really about the steak. And let's have a little taster of this little bit. Yeah, that oregano really gives it that nice little bit of flavouring with the lemon especially, and the pepper. Just going to keep it nice and simple. While that's, I'm going to lower the heat. I'm going to put it really low now. And what I'm actually going to do is open up the tortillas, which I showed you. These are the Rowan Hill Bakery 8 plain tortilla wraps. So while I'm opening up, I'll be talking to you. So yeah, I basically said I've got problems to the doctor, and the doctor referred me to the stress clinic, like I was saying, in Camden Town. So I've got one of these tortillas. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on a plate, which is right here. I'll zoom out again in a little bit. Let me see if I just zoom out a bit more. I'm maximum zoomed out. So yeah, I went to the stress clinic and I had a year's worth of counselling. Actually, it was okay. To be honest, I just, you know, the stigma, being stigmatised, coming under mental health. I mean, I was a victim of the circumstance. I don't want to bore you guys with too many details. I kind of felt I was a victim of the circumstance and it wasn't my fault. And then to be labelled with having mental health issues is really difficult to deal with, you know, because we're still learning in this world. Everybody's got mental health issues. I mean, you could see the history, the wars, the people that have been killed in the wars, the manipulation, the companies, the globalists. You can see it's all lies. It's all about the money, you know, and even unfortunately the mental health is all about the money. I mean, people like Rockefeller, they're making billions. It's £1 billion industry, the mental health. So, you know, I'm prepared to talk about it, tell you a little bit about my life today. Like I said, maybe in the future I'll make another video. There you go, Roo. This one's been for you, and it's still cooking away nicely there. I think the steak should be really done. He said to me in a message, I told him that the steak was in the fridge, and he said to me that steak is probably, you know, well overdue to be getting cooked. What was his exact words? I can't remember at the moment. Should be well done by now. They are. Actually, I do like my meat well done. I don't like rare, bloody or anything like that. Let me actually try another little piece. So yeah, went to the stress clinic. From there, I went to Core Arts. Some of you have heard my song, Sarah. Whoa, nearly lost it there. If you go down and see in my video section, look out for the song Sarah. I've also performed a few times there as well. And basically I've been doing art. I'm a musician. I had a band in the 90s, 8-piece reggae band. If you scroll right down in my video section, you can see I had an 8-piece reggae band. And you can see some of my videos there from the Rock Garden, Covent Garden. So this is about done, guys. and also coming to the point where I'm going to start putting it on the tortilla. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook through a little bit more. I think there's plenty of salt, pepper and oregano there. I might just add another little dash of pepper on the sweet corn, just a little bit of pepper, a little tad more oregano on the sweet corn, just a little bit, maybe a pinch more, gives it that really nice flavour. And CJ's going away, he's thinking, where's my steak? Wait CJ, I'm going to give you a nice piece in a minute, and Sam. So actually if I give him a piece now, that might get him quieting down a little bit. Here we go. Come on CJ, Sam, come on, Sam. Oh, that'll keep them going for a little bit. So yeah, ended up going to Core Arts, doing my music, and you know, everything's coming out okay. Slowly getting there. But yeah, the whole world's got mental health issues, in my opinion. People don't like talking about it, men don't like talking about it because it makes them appear to be weak. I think a strong man can talk about issues, and I told you a bit about my stuff. And so that's for you, Roo, he tagged me. And here we go, the steak challenge. I think, you know, if you've been through some pain and trauma in your life, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. You know, there's a couple of other people that I'm subscribed to, soldiers actually, they've probably seen a lot of things. There's one friend of mine, his channel. By the way, scroll down and please check out Prepared Camping. You know, subscribe to his channel, give him a thumbs up, give him a like. And also I want to talk to you about Prepared Veteran. I'm sure he's seen a lot of stuff in his life as well. He doesn't like to show his face. He's a soldier. He's probably seen a lot of stuff. Go down and, you know, I'll leave these details below as well. Give him a sub as well. So basically I think that's cooked through. Right, I'll turn the heat off. And what I'm actually going to do is take it off the heat. So there's the stove, fantastic bit of stove. Just goes to show, you know, you can cook in the kitchen like I'm doing with your camping stove. I mean, in an emergency situation, why not? Okay. So I'll just move that to the side, bring the plate over. Okay, just move like that. Just bear with me guys, sorry about knocking the camera a little touch there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start dressing the tortilla. So yeah, let's put a nice few bits of meat in there. So yeah, you know, subscribe to their channels, Prepper Vet and Prepared Camping. Go over and check them out. Let me just get a spoon. Very simple recipe. Your sweet corn peppers and your onion. And then what you do with that, if you want, add a dash more lemon, a little bit more lemon on there, bit of salt if you need, but I've tasted it already, so basically I won't be needing to put more. So what you do is you roll him up nicely. Okay, this is where you might get your fingers a little bit dirty. So you roll it up nicely like that. Okay. So actually what I'm going to do, might as well, I'm going to actually put that aside on another plate and do another one for you. Alright, just to show you that you can do two. Right. So yeah, this has been my challenge today. Nice and easy recipe. Some British steak, and actually you could put a lot more fillings in there. I'm just showing you an example. I mean, you know, if I had more time, I would have put a lot more stuff in there, but because I'm trying to do the video quick, I don't want to mess about with too much ingredients. So chuck all your sweet corn. I do love sweet corn, like you can see. Let me just put all that in there now. Might as well. I really do like sweet corn, it's very good for you. So there's your Tefal pan. I didn't use my camping one. Couldn't go outside, I've still got a broken toe. Still a bit sore. And actually the other day, I whacked it a little bit again in the front room, which was a little bit unfortunate. So it made it a little bit more sore. But yeah, I'm getting there, guys. So a little bit more lemon. Roll him over, nicely like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half so you can see inside what it looks like. I'm going to bring the other one over again, because I'm going to have two of these. My dogs are going to be pleased because they're going to get the rest of that beef. I've already given them a little piece already. So there we have it. My steak challenge. Nice and simple. You can see what it looks like inside. And I suppose, well, just to do a bit of garnish, I suppose I could do something like that just to show you what it looks like. And there we have it, guys and girls. That's the last time I'm going to say that. So thumbs up from me. This is my steak challenge, and I hope you're all well. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bite out of this on camera. That is actually delicious. Let me zoom in. So that's been my steak challenge. There you go, Roo. Okay, I'm in. Actually, it's a good thing that it reminded me, because today's the 13th. And the beef was okay until the 13th, so I thought, get in the kitchen, I'm hungry, I might as well do it. I mean, you could do loads of things. You could have jacket potato if you want on the side, or chips, or whatever you want. You know, you could actually make, I could have actually made a French bread sandwich with the same fillings. But yeah, you know, if there is anybody out there that is going through stuff, mental health, don't give up. You know, the first thing you've got to do, remember, is you've got to look after yourself, okay? Because if you just wait for your mum, your dad, and the system to help you, you might be waiting a long time. And actually the system don't want you to get better. That's my experience. And I'm having to get better for myself. And I thank God for giving me the spiritual uplift and His words and His Bible, you know. So, and I thank you guys for the encouragement as well. My brothers and sisters out there, thank you for the encouragement. You know, I'm thankful that I've got my YouTube channel, and that I can be, you know, creative. Okay, God is the creator, but I can be, you know, I've got talent. We've all got talent. And so that's been my steak challenge today. Thank you all for watching. Try it out yourselves. Very simple recipe. And it's very tasty. Okay, thumbs up from me. I'll see you all in the next video. God bless, and stay strong, and don't give up. Keep the faith. Take care now.